AAVE is seeing a surge in whale buys amid a potential resurgence in DeFi. Is the Bitcoin selling behind us, and are we ready to pump? Plus, the latest Solana news could be an issue for Solana holders. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody, and if you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop latest content. Follow us on Twitter, Altcoin Buzz IO, and as always, not financial advice. We wish the best of luck in your crypto ventures. We've just launched our Altcoin Buzz Discord, and you can now join us to chat, research, and identify the next big moves in crypto, along with some free alpha. So join us in our new Discord with the link down below. Bitcoin's price closed below its 200-day exponential moving average for the second week in a row, but over the past 24 hours, it's rebounded above $60,000. Several charts indicate that long-term holders remain unfazed by the current price action. Is a bullish breakout possible after August? Bitcoin miners have been selling Bitcoin through exchanges as their net flow decreased in the second quarter of 2024. However, the selling pressure has flattened out over the past 2 weeks as miner reserves are beginning to show signs of a trend reversal towards accumulation. The chart shows that the miner selling pressure decreased significantly in August, suggesting that Bitcoin could stabilize at its current price range before the next month. Another one of the key bullish arguments for Bitcoin has been that global liquidity, namely the global M2 money supply, is beginning to increase. Similar to global liquidity, the stablecoin supply ratio, or SSR, also indicates how much liquidity is available in terms of stablecoins that can be used to buy Bitcoin. SSR is the total crypto market cap ratio to the aggregated market cap of all stablecoins. A decreasing ratio indicates that the supply of stablecoins is rising while the market cap is lagging, which means that more liquidity is available to buy assets. Currently, the SSR ratio is down to early February 2024 levels, which means a lot of liquidity is available in the market, potentially triggering a rally soon. And Matthew Siegel, Avax head of digital asset research, shared on CNBC why he believes the big Bitcoin selling is behind us.
We've seen gold make new incremental highs while the dollar's been making, relative lows over the last few months. But one thing that's not participating in this move is Bitcoin right now. So, it's had a series of lower highs, a series of lower lows. How do you explain that disconnect between what gold's doing right now and the way that Bitcoin's been acting over the last couple months?
Yeah, so a few factors are at play. One is the unwind of various carry trades and growth, which has been struggling a little bit. And when you look at Bitcoin's correlation with the NASDAQ, it's at a 2-year high. It's well below the highs that we had in kind of late 2022, but it's a 2-year high. The second reason is there are forced sellers in the market. The German government has sold all of its Bitcoin, $2 billion worth. The US government is selling Silk Road related coins. There are 2 major bankruptcies where creditors have just been paid out. That's Mt. Gox and Genesis. So with all this forced selling behind us, and this is a typical seasonal pattern where Bitcoin tends to struggle in the kind of 1 to 3 months after the halving, which was in April, and right pre-election, as the market comes to grips with whatever candidate wins, we're in for 4 more years of reckless fiscal policy. The history is that Bitcoin really hits its stride at that point. So we're buyers here. We think it recovers.
And although SEC Chair Gary Gensler has not publicly noted any plans to leave his current position, there are growing rumors in Washington that Vice President Kamala Harris may nominate him as Treasury Secretary if she wins the upcoming election. Senior Senate staffers have reportedly shared this information with the Washington Reporter, a claim that aligns with what leading Republicans have also stated on the record. In a prior conversation with the reporter, Representative Tom Emmer expressed concerns over the potential nomination, warning that it could have negative consequences for the U.S. economy. Emmer was critical of Gensler's performance as an SEC chairman, stating that Gensler has been bringing lawsuits all over the place and losing all over the place. He added that times past, Gary Gensler needs to move on. His career in government should be over. Should Harris secure the presidency, Republican Senate staff anticipate a unified effort to oppose Gensler's potential nomination. However, he is likely to garner significant support from Democratic lawmakers, which would not be good for the crypto industry. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission has paused the approval process for Solana-based ETFs. Recent discussions with potential issuers raised concerns about whether Solana should be classified as a security, a classification that's previously led to significant regulatory challenges. As a result, filings submitted to initiate the approval process were withdrawn by SIBO, stalling any immediate prospects for Solana ETFs. However, asset manager Avax plans for a Solana-based ETF are still in play, despite the removal of SIBO Global Markets regulatory filing proposing to list the fund on its exchange, according to an ex post by Matthew Siegel, Avax head of digital asset research. He wrote, "Some have noticed that the 19B4 for the Vanex Solana ETF has been removed from the SIBO website. Remember that exchanges like Nasdaq and SIBO file rule changes 19B4 to list new ETFs. Issuers like Vanek are responsible for the prospective S1. Ours remains in play." He added, "For the record, Vanek believes SOL is a commodity, much like Bitcoin and ETH. This belief is informed by evolving legal perspectives, where courts and regulators have begun to recognize that certain crypto assets may function as securities in primary markets, but behave more like commodities in secondary markets." Also, over the past year, Solana has made substantial progress in decentralization. The top 100 holders now control about 27% of the supply, a significant reduction from a year ago. Moreover, the top 10 addresses now hold less than 9%, with over 1,500 validators across 41 countries, operating in more than 300 distinct data centers. Solana boasts a Nakamoto coefficient of 18, surpassing most networks we monitor. The upcoming FireDancer client will further bolster decentralization, ensuring no single entity can dominate the blockchain. This decentralized infrastructure, combined with Sol's utility and economic role, aligns it closely with digital commodities like Bitcoin and ETH. We remain committed to advocating this position alongside our exchange partners to the appropriate regulators. Avax could be seeing renewed interest again soon, as Tether is issuing a lot of USDT on Avalanche. Krong Pump on X shared 10% change in the supply over the past 30 days and ranking number 2 by 30-day change. These are the signs for the inflection point of Avax. Remember the hype and activity on their last cycle? This is coming back. And Frosty Metrics added, "There's a lot more to Avax than the C chain. Nearly 23 million addresses and 785,000 smart contracts have been created across the vibrant ecosystem of 131 Avalanche Layer 1s, which represent a diverse range of projects such as Lamina 1, DeFi Kingdoms, Playable Games, and SK Planets." And what appears to become the first blockchain game to launch on console, Off the Grid has completed its first playtest. The game is deployed to developer Gunzilla Games' gaming subnet Guns, which is built on Layer 1 Avalanche. Following the playtest, Avalanche posted on X, claiming that over 30,000 players joined the action, generating a total of around 400,000 transactions on Guns, and players were also incentivized by various freebies in the process. As for the game itself, it's a high-end battle royale third-person shooter, also featuring a 60-hour single-player mode in which the in-game character's cybernetic limbs are swappable and tradable NFTs. More than 4 years in the making, Gunzilla has raised over $100 million for Off the Grid. When the game will officially launch is yet to be revealed. AAVE's price saw a surge of over 12% amid heightened whale activity and a broader jump in the global crypto market. At the time of writing, AAVE has become the 47th largest cryptocurrency, trading at $128. However, despite this rise, the cryptocurrency remains down 80% from its all-time highs of $661, while its daily trading volume is staying at 392 million. Meanwhile, blockchain analytics firm Look On Chain revealed that whales had significantly increased their holdings of AAVE within just a 3-hour window. According to their data, these large-scale investors acquired a total of 31,000 AAVE, valued at about $3.92 million. In one instance, the whale address spent 813 ETH, equivalent to $2.18 million, to purchase 17,690 AAVE at a price of $123 per token. Another whale address withdrew 13,717 AAVE, worth about $1.73 million from Binance, and at the time of writing, that whale holds a total of 19,373 AAVE, valued at $2.45 million. The latest surge in whale activity coincides with a broader recovery in the DeFi sector, as indicated by Edward Wilson, head of marketing at Nansen Analytics. Wilson outlined a pivotal shift in the crypto market from a frenzy of speculative meme coins towards more fundamentally strong DeFi projects. And earlier in July, AAVE's price had already seen an 8% boost following a proposal by founder Mark Zeller to implement a token buyback program, further fueling optimism about the token's future.